My. Innocent man in jail.
To go and find a corner just to sit for a second.
Hmm. Let's see. Wait, is this. Who's even around? Alright. Let's see.
Matthias!
Howdy, brother.
You've been asleep for a damn long while.
Please. Yeah, it's hard, you see, waking up when you're an innocent man in a place like this.
Guess how many seeds I got on me?
How many?
501.
Well, oh my, that's a lot of seeds. I'm gonna go see if I got any letters over here. I'm not sure if the lawyer. Maybe she's reached out to me.
Yeah, if not, I would recommend reaching out to her.
I think I might just do that. Mm-mm. Do you mind giving me her information?
Yeah, you can just write out her name.
What's her name again?
It's Ira, which is spelled Eira, and then McCormick, which is M little c big C ORMICK.
Mormick.
No, it's McCormick. M little c big C ORMICK.
I'm having trouble here. MCC, then what?
Oh my.
All right, brother. For the last time. M, little c, big C, O, R, M, I, C, K.
Well, damn, that's what I wrote the first time.
Oh, my Lord Almighty.
All right, I sent her a letter.
Well, I don't know if you recognize her over there, but the lady whose brother was the man we ended up giving the miracle tea to, she's in prison.
Ugh.
And I had a long conversation with her that landed in a place of understanding, but I do think you should communicate with your lawyer about it.
When I had this conversation go, I'd like to hear it.
Well, it was basically like she said that her brother had said quietly, I suppose, that he wanted to come up to us and get some of this tea, seeing as he has leg problems, wants it to be healed. And people kind of around him must have heard it, but you and I, seeing as we was all the way up on the stage, we didn't hear it at all.
Well, ain't that something?
And she acknowledged it.
Well, it's a little too late for acknowledgement, in my opinion.
Well, if you say it to the attorney, you just might be able to make something of that, is what I mean.
Right, I'll have to bring that up with her. Kinda silly that someone in the back of the sermon would think that we would hear something all the way up at the front when we were preaching and hooting and hollering.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess sometimes it's kind of harder to know if someone is yelling next to you or if they're just talking normal.
Well, let's say she definitely made her problem our problem. And I hope she falls into this fire in front of us and burns her damn face off.
Yeah, well, it is quite a bit more painful, I think, for you.
I might tell her to go up there and sleep by the gallows. It's a nice place to rest.
Now, brother, don't go getting yourself in trouble, especially after we've made such good progress with the gods.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm angry as all get out.
I can hear it in your voice. You sound furious.
Yeah, one might say that.
Well, at least there's good news to all this.
Well,
Yeah, I'm literally just waiting for a prison guard to wake up so I can leave you here.
well, that's nice.
I'm wondering when your court case is gonna be. Like, say that you weren't awake at the time when the court case occurred. I wonder if your lawyer could make a good argument in your absence and have me there as the witness. Like I said, I've started getting the ball rolling on that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think any of the witnesses for the state are gonna be showing up, though.
Well, I sure as hope not, 'cause they seem real sure of themselves that they heard something that wasn't said or wasn't said near us.
Well, now we have ourselves a witness of the woman saying that her brother must have said that real quiet like. You don't worry about this, brother. I'll be able to handle this.
Alrighty. Just have fun out there on the other side while I'm in here.
You're saying that like
By
I ain't gonna
myself.
be back here to visit you.
All by my lonesome. With my thoughts only to entertain me.
Now, Matthias, you sound almost angry. I'll be back.
Well, yeah, I'm angry. I didn't say any of the things that were said that got us in trouble. And I'm the one taking the fall. Of course I'm angry, Vernon.
Well, now, Matthias.
You probably can't see me back here, I just realized. What's that?
This whole entire situation was. You're saying that as if you're pointing fingers in my direction. Now, this whole entire situation should not have even occurred to begin with.
That's for certain.
I didn't order the law to arrest us. Hell, I'm your brother.
Yeah, well, I know that. It's just
Now
all
listen,
the things that the deputy said. They're pretty damning to us. I didn't say any of them, and I'm the one that now has to go testify, and I can't even defend myself. Really, with saying, "Well, I didn't say that," because then that will lead everyone to you.
No, you could just say, I didn't say that.
wouldn't they most likely ask a follow-up question of, well, then who did say that?
And you say no one. You deny. And like I said, brother, in my pocket right now, Matthias, I have on me almost $300. Do you know what that means?
Well, I know what that means. You can just bail me out, but damn. I'm an innocent man. I don't want to be bailed out.
Now, Matthias, this is just the way the law works.
By mob rule? That's what
Yeah,
makes me angry. Damn.
Yeah, by mob rule, but what I'm saying is that, you know, those deputies, they don't know squat. The
That's
state
for
ought to
certain.
know that. And we need to say that when we were sleeping, we went through our memories and we heard nothing.
Right. I plan to say those things.
And you'll have me as a witness.
What I'm worried about, if just one of the deputies or someone shows up to testify, then that's gonna pretty much put the whole thing to kaput, because they're gonna take the law's word over one who could be a said criminal.
No, they ain't, because we're going to tell them that the lady here said that her brother said that with his voice down low. She told me that not 20 minutes ago.
What's her name again, so I can tell him?
Iris.
Alright.
Yeah. We need to put that in notes somewhere. And yeah, when the attorney asks you about that, you do need to say that it was Iris. And I'll be having conversations with Miss McCormick myself. I already set up all the legal payments through me.
Well, I thank you for that, brother.
You're welcome. Now, if I could literally change places with you, then I would. Thias, I want you to know that.
Yeah, I know that.
Hell, if the gods here didn't know that I was Vernon and you were Matthias, then I think we could figure that out.
Sorry,
But
say
I'm-
that again?
I said, if the gods here at Sisika didn't know that I was Vernon and you were Matthias, then I think I'd be able to figure something out where I acted like I was you and did your voice, kind of adopted your mannerisms, but we just can't do that. Too many of the gods know me here now.
Yeah, that's alright. I understand.
But I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. Think I'd let my brother just go about the battle of his life on his own?
Well, I definitely don't think you're abandoning me. I know you'll be there. It's gonna have to do a lot of sleeping in between me and actually going out in the world again, you know? I don't really care for inside here.
Well, listen, yeah, I understand that. Now, Matthias, why don't you just schedule a court date for close to you and just be absent from it? I'll try to show up as well, and I can be the witness.
Sorry, one sec. I'm lost in thought here.
All right.
Alright, sorry, what'd you say again?
I said if you need to do where you have the attorney argue in your stead and you ain't there, then I'd show up as a witness in your favor, say I'm your brother, all that, and I could bail you out if you're convicted wrongfully.
I think I might have read somewhere that you have to be present, and if you're not present, then it just kind of puts the whole kaput on things and whatnot.
Really? I thought they said they just do it in your stead, but
Oh,
you could be right.
well, maybe. I was reading on a little tiny piece of paper while I was running laps.
You could be wrong, or you could be right.
Well, I could be wrong too, I suppose.
We could both be wrong. We could both be right. I'll definitely look into this, and I'll keep in contact with you. I swear, there's been no guards here, and I've been here for over an hour.
Well, oh my. What was that guard's name that we met the other day?
Alvarez.
Alvarez. That's the man.
Lot of good fellas, and make sure the other thing that you need to say to the attorney, I think I made a comment about it, but I just want to make sure you know as well, is that we have had letters written on account of our good behavior while we were in here.
Right.
That's really important to say. It shows we're upstanding citizens.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, Matthias. You listen to me, brother. If it comes down to it, and you're gonna be taken away for a crime you didn't commit, I'm ready to take the fall for it.
Well, I sure hope it doesn't come to that. I don't really see why it would.
Yeah, because I'm gonna bail you out, but
Yeah, money talks at the end of the day, that's for sure.
what I'm saying is, you never said those things. You never said those things in the report. That deputy's a damn liar who happened to show up way past the point he really should have when mob rule was taken over, as you said.
Yeah, tell you what, I look forward to winning this case and walking up on that deputy someday just to let him know how awful he is at his job.
Yeah, well, I've heard some things about Mr. Creed while I've been in here, Matthias.
Is that the name of the deputy?
Jasper Creed, that's that son of a bitch's name.
Motherfucker, what did he say?
No, I've heard things about him. I've heard he kills people.
My apologies. What did people say I meant? He kills people.
Yeah, he's killed people. So the lady over there, he's killed a couple people who she knows.
Whoa.
He's a killer.
In cold blood? What's that mean? I mean, of course, if you say he's a killer, he'd say, sometimes on the job I have to kill people, for sure.
Yeah, well, that's not how Miss Steele over there made it sound.
Well, ain't that
She seems
something?
a hell of a lot more reasonable than him. Well, apparently, she has a militia that, in their territory in the state, they wish to secede. And, well, one thing turned to another. And those tyrants, as we know, the government, overstepped their bounds, walked into something that they saw as mildly different, so they, of course, had to convict and try to crucify others. And Mr. Creed wound up killing two of her friends.
Find it kind of funny the person who doesn't like the government used the government to put us in jail.
Wait. No, that ain't wrong woman.
Oh, okay.
But she
Well-
didn't seem a fan of she didn't seem a fan of them either.
Let me say this about that Cree man. We might have been closer to death that day than we thought.
Yeah,
he's a
that's
killer.
exactly what I thought. And you saw how he was waving that gun around. His vein was popping out of his head. He was screaming and swearing. There was no
Ah.
sense of decorum whatsoever.
That's right. And his finger was twitching on that trigger.
And here's
He-
the deal. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
I was gonna say he wanted to shoot us.
Yeah, he for sure did. And I'll tell you what, Matthias, you said, oh, he'd say that. Oh yeah, these people, I killed them in the line of duty. But at what point do we need to ask? Do you just wear a badge so you can kill others?
It's a good point.
He's protected by the law, unfortunately, but damn. Just wantonly killing others. A couple people he's killed in here are friends of other prisoners.
Well, shit.
Now, who are we more inclined to believe, you and I? The man who pointed a gun and screamed at us when we was unarmed? Screaming, swearing, pointing a gun in both of our faces, waving it around while we got manhandled and woman-handled? Or are we more inclined to believe the people who I met here who are perfectly reasonable folks, who ask questions, who actually do some investigating of their own?
Well, I know who I'd believe, but sadly, brother, I think it's hard for judges to see past the badge.
Well, I've also spoken with the judge.
Now, what did he say, or she?
Well, I was speaking with them about the whole entire case of mistaken identity, and I made sure to be on my best behavior as I did so, saying
Okay.
that my brother, you got our names mixed up. My brother's Matthias, I'm Vernon Lee, and I asked why I wasn't also going to trial, to which they said they dropped the charges against me because they couldn't find prosecution. And I also said that I was a witness to the events that transpired, and I was hoping that he would allow me to come in and tell our side of the story.
Well, that's some good news, that's for sure.
Yeah, and he seems a reasonable man, Matthias. I don't know if he'll necessarily just side with the law. And our lawyer, she seems a real sharp woman. She's very smart. She told me all the do's and don'ts. She said if any deputy comes in, Matthias, and I want you to remember this. If any deputy comes in and tries to tell you he is a subpoena and he wants you to talk, you tell him you're not saying a word without your legal authority present. Your lawyer, I mean. Because apparently, when Mr. Jasper Creed in Blackwater said that that's not how it works here, that might not have been constitutional.
Wait. So when we asked for lawyers those multiple times, you're telling me we deserved one and they lied? Or just didn't know the law? Maybe?
Either way, isn't that bad? Either way you look at it.
Yeah, it's definitely not a win-win, that's for sure.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I think there's a decent case in our favor here.
Right. Okay. Well, hopefully we won't have to wait too long to find out.
I do hope so. But I'll tell you what, Matthias, I've spent I've spent my fair share of time behind the walls of Sissica, and I know you have too, but I've been awake quite a bit while I've been back here, and the guards here are reasonable people.
Well, that's good.
I know you said you don't like it here, but hell, I don't either, but I've been trying to make us some money while I'm here, and like I said, I've collected almost $300.
Oh, is that on top of what you had in the bank?
Yeah, like when I get out of here, we're gonna have close to probably $1,000 for the Church of the 12 Gallons.
Well,
Or
yeah.
whatever you want to do, but I don't know. Maybe next we can do something to kind of get the heat off us, so to speak, off the Church of the 12 Gallons, and do something a little bit different. Like, I don't know, that Franklin Cassidy fella. Maybe he can go play some music, and we can make some money that way.
Yeah, we can figure something out.
Hell, maybe we'll even meet new people.
Yeah, something tells me that we got friends coming our way.
And I'll tell you what, just between me and you, Matthias, you ever heard the term Fall Guys?
Yeah, I think I have.
As in someone who, kind of might take a little fall for you.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Like you and I have had our fill of Sissica.
Now, that just might be. We'll have to see how that works out.
Well, we ain't gonna tell him.
Well, of course not. We're brothers. We stick together, and that's how it goes.
Yeah, and we were the first.
That's right. We definitely did arrive here first, and more willing. Well, shit. This is a little bit unlucky for your brother.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. By seeing all those mistakes with the court case, I was hoping you'd wake up outside the walls of Sissica. And then I'd be able to kind of, tell them, hey, I'm Vernon Lee. My case was dropped. And then we could have both been outside the walls. But the problem with that is maybe then Matthias would have been a wanted man.
That's a good point. They would, and that would have been some even worse luck. To tell you what, that on top of this shit show.
Well, I had explained to the judge you got our identities mistaken, so I don't think that he would have held that against you. But I did say to my lawyer, or our lawyer, brother, I said, since the state's so incompetent that they can't get the two of us right, perhaps this case should be dropped to begin with, due to ignorance and pure unprofessionalism and the state of not knowing. It shows an incompetence, is what I mean.
Right. Now, how'd that go? What did he say to that?
Well, she hasn't said anything yet. I just wrote that letter today.
Got it.
But she seems pretty good about checking her letters.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, now what'd you say to her? Just so we're on the same page.
To the lawyer?
Yeah, Miss McCormick.
I just told her that I'm sure she'd heard of me and that you'd been talking with her, and I look forward to meeting with her to work on this, something around that.
Okay, and yeah, I know that your sleep schedule's kind of erratic sometimes, so I'll also reach out to her again and say, if you need my brother's sleep schedule is kind of erratic at the moment, so if you need to make any sort of communication, she can just reach out to me,
Well, that sounds good too.
and I'll relay the information to you.
All right, yeah, that sounds good. Might help it out a little quicker.
Streamline it, yeah.
Hoping that hoping I can meet her sometime this week, hopefully.
Yeah, she seems to be around on weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, or at least she was for me. And if that's the case, then I think that you can meet with her, and she's a nice Australian lady.
Hey, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll do. I guess we'll just have to see what she says.
Yeah, and what I'll try to do is maybe we can coordinate it where you and I are here at the same time. Like I come visit with her so I can meet with you. I don't know if that's allowed, but
Maybe. Yeah, we'll
Nope.
have to see.
yeah. I honestly can't believe a prison guard ain't showed up yet.
Yeah, this is actually a little bit crazy. I'm gonna go check my leaders real quick too.
I'll walk over with you.
Nothing yet.
Stomach's growling. I need to go see Brickman. See? So Iris's last name is Burke. If you need to
Oh, I
take
see.
note of that. Yeah. But that's her all right. And she stands right over there. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if I wasn't a religious man, I might have had some more words for her.
Well, I'll tell you what myself. I think I might just lose a little bit of my religion in here on her.
You're saying if she speaks to you?
That's right.
Well, I do hope I'm around to see those fireworks.
Yeah, you just might be.
Yeah, she doesn't really seem to think that us being behind the walls of Sisika basically at her bidding is much of a problem. And what I will say is I do still think the deputy is more the problem, but she definitely helped.
Yeah, she definitely did. And that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, reading the report from the deputy, pretty incompetent stuff.
Well, yeah, you're correct on that too. That write-up was pretty. That sounds like he put his ear up against the brick wall to get the full story, listening on everything, because it's just blatantly false. A lot of it.
Yeah, it's patently untrue.
I
I was
also
quite surprised by that. Yes,
I was also kind of confused by the part where oh shit, what was I saying?
You were kind of confused by the part where
I can't remember.
I'm just frustrated that, seeing as you got a court date, that I can't just bail you out as soon as I get out.
Yeah,
I don't know what
that's-
the process of that is. That's another thing I'll be working on. If I can get you out any time before the court date, I will.
right. I think it's
At
because
least to walk the
they
streets
haven't-
and then go to the court.
Right, yeah. That's like, yeah. I think it's because they haven't posted bail. So I don't like this. Might be if I become guilty, then there'll be a bail. But currently, I guess I just don't have a bail. So maybe that's I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely something we're gonna need to talk with the lawyer about. Which, as I said, I'll be in correspondence. I'll be honest, I'm not sure a guard's coming today.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
And as I said, I have 500 seeds on me. 501 to be exact, 100 pounds worth.
Wait, if you go to sleep, will you lose those?
I don't think so, but I also don't know. And that's quite a bit of money.
That's
time-
yeah.
Last time I was in awake, I picked 300 and I got $11 from the god. And everything I made out on the field. Which, once if you pick more seeds, and you get more money. If you get better at it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so right now I'm making 35 cents per seed I pick, which that adds up.
Yeah, yeah.
I met a fella in here named Teague, who he said something along the lines of, if you do it this way, it's quicker. And I said to him, Teague, let me ask you a question. When you're in here, are you picking to make money or are you picking to pass the time?
That was a pretty good line, brother.
Yeah, like, I ain't looking to strike it rich behind the walls of Sissica. I'm just picking because I'm only damn thing I have to do. Other than sit around this fire.
Yes, fires. Never stops burning.
Yeah, it was downpouring earlier. Still didn't go out. What you pointing at? You pointing at me?
Pointing at the fire. Sorry, I couldn't. Oh, shit. Well,
Yeah, I really hope to get rid of this seed. But that just might not happen.
right.
What are you doing?
Just looking for a guard.
Oh,
Honestly, I'm just bored out of my mind. I want to stretch the legs.
yeah, it's boring here, all right. There are some scary fellas, though, in prison, Matthias.
Oh, I bet.
There's this group. They call themselves the Cousins. You heard of them?
I don't think I have.
Get this. This is gonna blow your mind when I tell you. So, there's all sorts of legends built around these people, but the way you can recognize them is they're all very, very small. They're about as short as you can get, and they never wear shoes. So if you see somebody with no shoes on who's short, they're definitely one of the cousins. Now, legend has it that they're birthed by a giant spider in a cave up kind of by Annisburg. And there's a whole entire litter of them born by eggs. And the smallest, the runt of the litter, is the one who survives because he's able to crawl out of a tiny hole in the cave. And there's like 30 of them.
Well, that right there is an interesting story.
Yeah, now those people, I'll tell you what, when you have an interaction with one of them, you won't forget it. One of them attacked me trying to get my 12-gallon hat. That's why I'm not wearing it today.
Oh, holy
They
shit.
had to get taken away. I was out in the yard working. They had him running laps, and he came up, knocked me on the damn ground, knocked the wind out of me. But when he was running up at me, he was like, "Fuck you!" And then he tackled my ass to the ground.
Oh my. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of want to run into one of them after that story.
That one was feral. I'll tell you what, Matthias, that one was feral. However, I met one night. It was just me and him here in Sisika, and he was sitting around the fire with me. This one was more reasonable. He seemed like he had more of a vocabulary than the other one. And he sounded like a simple man, but he kind of gave me a little bit of the, so to speak, the mythology around this group. He was nice. I forgot his name, but all of their names start with cousin, and then they have a name after that.
Well, that is something. Let's see how well I can balance on this ledge. All right, here we go. Big jump. Oh shit!
Brother,
Ow!
are you okay?
My back hurts.
Are you able to get up?
Yeah, I think so. Ugh.
Well, if we had a guard here, we could ask for a doctor. Do you need a doctor?
Nah, I think I'm good. Just tried to make that jump and didn't make it.
Well, let me try. My legs are too wide.
How'd you do that first try?
I've spent a lot of time walking.
Let me see if I can make this jump.
Good luck, that's far.
All right, here we go.
Don't hurt yourself.
Ugh.
Your head! You hit your head?
Yeah, right in the face.
Damn.
Oh, I did it. Oh,
Shit, I didn't make it.
well, I think it might be shit out of luck.
Hey, come check this out. This tea fella who's a prisoner here. He showed me this. Now, Matthias, go ahead and try to hop onto that box there.
Which one?
That one, the tall one. The two stacked on each other. Are
Okay.
the snipers yelling at you?
No.
Maybe. Are they?
No.
Maybe it's this one over here. Yeah, jump onto that one. They yell
Okay.
at you?
Yeah, they started yelling, counting down.
Yeah, they'll shoot you if you stay up there. I don't know how good their aim is, though.
I'm not sure I'm connecting the dots here.
I just wanted to show you. You said you're bored.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I want. Here's the dots connected. Imagine how bored Mr. Teague must have been if he discovered that.
Yeah, that's true.
They can't
prob-
see up here.
No,
He probably what?
probably just went up to try to find all the highest points. You have to be really bored for that.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused why they didn't say nothing when we got up on the gallows that first night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try stepping up there again.
Yeah, see what they say.
Hello, you, Mr. Gods. Yeah, they don't like that one.
Well, I think I might go check my lady one more time and go get some rest.
Yeah,
No guard's gonna show up.
seems
I just
that way.
really want to say bye to you when you leave.
Look, Matthias.
I think it'd
This
make
is gonna
for
work out.
a good memory. Well, still nothing.
Yeah. As I said, she's more of a busy type.
Yeah, understandable. Well, I guess I'll head on up here and get some rest.
Now you said memory type. What'd you mean?
I said, if you, me being able to say goodbye to you, I said would make for a good memory.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But we're both going to sleep, so it don't matter none.
That's for sure. So
Good night,
happy.
brother.
So happy justice has come our way, brother.
That's right.